This is the ME262A-1A from Arma Hobby. And is this the best ME262 model kit out there? Arma Hobby have released this now, I think about 5 weeks ago. I finally got it on my bench. But inside this box are extras that you wouldn't normally expect in a 1/72 scale at such a cheap price. So here we go. This is the Messerschmitt ME262A-1A from Arma Hobby in 1/72 scale. It contains plastic kit, decals and masks. Lovely jubbly. Now they've sent me this free of charge to do a review on it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Arma Hobby. But I do have the right to say what I so please. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Right, edge of the box. It's there in their language, and then it does say set contains plastic airplane model kit, decals for 3 different versions and masks. To the side, it's got warnings in different lingo, and it's made in Poland, so assuming that is Polish. Okay, box art on the edge of the box, obviously, and also box art here as well, and the code is 70083. Now, the back of the box is telling you here the schemes that come within the box. So you've got this one here, Oberfanrich, Hans Guido Muke 9, and it was at the Fürsten Fieldbruck Airfield in Germany, 1945. You can do this one here, the Munich Riem, Germany, April 1945, and you also have this version here, which is the Czechoslovak Air Force 5th Fighter Flight, and that's at the Zak Airfield, 1947 to 1950. So they were flying these after the war. Interesting. Never knew that. I thought these were just a one-hit wonder from the World War II. So we're going to put out the kit in a very, very sealed bag, and actually, again, this kit fits the box, so that's a positive already from this. So we have a sticky back plastic bag, and then we pull out the kit, and we'll leave that to one side, which is very nice. Whoops. Place that down there, and then we have the instructions. So hopefully in the instructions we will have the decal scheme. Very nice. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Quite a lot of print on that one. So yeah, we'll put that to one side. There's the instructions. You get one bag of glass, which we'll also look at in a minute, and you also get 2 sprues. Nice. And also some bores here for the weight, nose weight, because it's going to need some nose weight. So let's have a look here and see which one's which. It looks like, where does it say A2? Oh, there it is. Silly me. There is A there. So let's have a good old look. Nicely designed sprue. Very well laid out. You've got some engines there. You've got the bottom of the wing, top of the wing, I guess. So top and bottom wings there. Nacelles for the engine. I think that might be, is that the nose? I'll have to double check. I think that is the nose. You've got some nice intricate detail there. You've got, look at that, the way they've got, I think there's some sort of drop tank there on the side. I'm assuming those are drop tanks, I guess, as well. So there's the drop tanks for this. You've got some nice small parts here inside. Very nice and crisp. Let's just get up and let's just zoom in if we can, so you can have a good old look at this sprue, the tree, and see all the lovely riveting along there. Very, very delicate riveting. You've got some, I think that's part of the gear in there. That's some sort of pitot tube there. I'm just, as I said, I don't know much about this aircraft, so I'm just guessing at some of the parts here. Undercarriage legs there, nice. Okay, there's the nacelles. Some detail on that nacelle as well. Very nice, very, very nice. Just scrolling down through, you can see mostly everything, and some more detail there. If we just go in and zoom in a little bit more, so you can see that. Some very fine riveting along there. Nice. There's a recessed panel lines, which is always good. That looks like an aerial there, or is it a pitot tube? Yeah, very nice. And just flip them over so you can see on the rear side the injector pin points are pretty much hidden on this kit. Looks like you've got some nice locating pins to help you with the drop tanks. Incredible, nice, very, very nice indeed. So there you are. So there we go. We'll just zoom back out and then you can see that that is sprue A. Now on to sprue B, where you've got the fuselage halves there. You've got the tail on the back there. You've got some nice detail on this. Again, very well presented. Nice one. You've got the wheels there. Are they twin wheel? Are they two? Yeah, they're two-part wheels here with some nice detail on there. 5 nuts there. Forward and back. Nice. Just looking through so we can see, yeah, you got the spar there for the wing there, very nice. Looks like got some weapons. Yeah, it's looking pretty smart. So again, we will go up close, we'll zoom in so you can see it nicely. There you go, zoomed in. So you can see all the parts, all the details, the cockpit detail. Got some nice cockpit detail there. On the edges there, very nice. Again, some nice finesse detail on that part there, very nice indeed. A little bit of release agent there, can you see that sheen? A little bit of sheen on there, so they have to use a little bit of release agent. There is the display there, very nice. Can you see that? Nice design there, nice looking. But yeah, you got your recessed panel lines also there on that part of the fuselage and on that part there. Very, very nice indeed. And we'll flip them over so you can also have a good look at that as well. Just seeing some of the detail on the other side. And again, the ejector pin marks seem to be very well hidden on this kit. Can't see any short shot, can't see any mismolding or nothing. It just seems to look pretty good here indeed. There you are. So zooming back out, and that there is sprue B. So 2 sprues for this one. So the glass is in its own bag, and again, it looks like they've added to this kit a brilliant idea of a base and or should I say a jig? I think it's a jig really. So you can place the undercarriage on properly, and it, you know, I think it's them parts there and that part there, and you just snip it off and you make yourself this. And also it can be used to display your Model 2. It's a very, very nice touch coming from Arma Hobby. So again, we'll lift them up so you can see. We zoom straight in, and you can now see the clear parts, and to be fair, they're looking proper swill. They don't seem to be short shot or anything. Very crystal clear. And obviously these parts here, there and there will be where you will paint up, because there'll be metal work. I think the canopy was 2-part, and they strengthened it with this metal piece down the middle, so you'll have to paint that up. But yeah, it is looking absolutely gorgeous, this. I just flip them over so you can just see. It doesn't seem, you know, no reflection there. It's looking proper nice. And if you notice, they've also got these pins on here, and I'm thinking that a lot of these model manufacturing companies are going to start using these fatter pins, because it actually gives a bit of space between the other parts. You know, you've got these pins here, and I've noticed it. You know, I think that could be put on top of another. If I look here, can you see these pins? You can, if it's the right size, they go on. Is it that way or is it the other way? Just having a look here, trying to work out. Is that right? Well, actually, I don't know now. Maybe that's to keep them in when they're in process. Sorry, maybe that's just me, but maybe in process, they so you know, the idea is that they when they get low, what's the word, stacked up, these little pins here keep the parts apart, keep so they don't get caught. And if you just see, as an example, it would probably just lay in like that, and then it would fit. So it's a nice touch. I've seen this on a lot of the figure kits recently, that they're starting to do this sort of protecting of the parts when they're manufacturing them, so they don't get scratched. Very nice touch, that. Very nice touch. Right then, let's moving on to the decal sheet. Obviously, it's got the forbidden symbol there for reality or realism, and so you're gonna have to put them together. They're cut in half, obviously. So yeah, so there's that. If you want that on your kits, you've got a lot of stencil data. You've also got belts there for the seat, warnings, and you've got the Czech Republic and you've got German schemes there. I'm just trying to see, and there are cartograph. You can see in there. They are cartograph. If I just zoom in a bit more, hopefully you'll see that. Boom. They are cartograph decals. So they're made by Cartograph. Nicely done. Nicely done. You see moving through here. Great. Fantastic. Cool. Marvellous. Right, let's zoom out. So then we can jump on to the instruction kit. So the instructions. And then we'll zoom back out so you can see that. There's a bit of a gloss on here, so I do apologise. Oh, I haven't seen... there must be maskings in here as well then. And we got a masking sheet. So we'll quickly bring it up to the camera so you can have a look at that. Let's zoom in to that. Is that zoomed in? Come on. Let's have a look. Yeah, so there is the masking sheet for this kit. Sorry, I can't see it myself. There you are. So a masking sheet for this kit. Good. Right. So on the front, it's telling you here. Let's just make sure we're zoomed in so you can all see this properly. Brilliant. Okay, so you've got your transparent parts there. You've got your mask set. And there are your frames, A and B. So you have a call out there, very small call out. And then they've got the colours here. And they've also given it to you in Attacker, AK, Mr. Paint, Mr. Humbro, Mr. Colour, Vallejo and Tamiya. So you've got the range of colours there that you will need to build this kit. And also it's saying here, 3D files for accessories, printing, customer license. So we'll have a look at that as well. So I presume that you can actually print some of the parts off in 3D if you have a printer or you've got a mate who has a printer. So you're building up the internals here and it's showing you where to put the weight. So you've got the steel balls here either side of the nose. Very nice touch that. I do like that armour. Very, very nice. And then it's saying here that you've got to, for option 1, you've got to remove the bulge and rescribe the line. So just sand that off and you'll be done. There you've got the control there to go in and some more parts there. You've got the pedals there, I believe, and then it's case of looking at the decals. It's saying to remove some parts here, so remove those little parts there, put the decals in, and you'll be golden. And it's saying that you've got to bend these parts down here. I'm not too sure about them parts, but you've got to bend them down. So is that photo etch? But anyway, it's saying bend those parts down. More of the internal cockpit details. A lot in here. There's your seat going together, and it looks like belts going on as well. And you've got your decals there. It looks like you've got 2 sets of decals. Let's have a quick look. C1 and C2. Right, I see. So yeah, so you've got your decals C1, C2. It looks like you've got a bit of a choice there, really. Moving forwards. Yeah, you're just basically building up this cockpit detail here. Nice. Some parts for the side. That's saying to paint that tank. I think it's a tank blue. Blue for air, obviously. Again, building up the spars and everything for the wings, and the wings go together. And then drill for installing rockets. So they were rockets. They weren't drop tanks. I thought it was a drop tank, to be fair. But apparently it's saying it's rockets. But, learn something new every day. Again, this is for the undercarriage. I'm presuming this is for undercarriage up. Is it? Is that for undercarriage up? Just have a little look here. I'm just trying to work out what bits are here. Oh, well. Again, building up the nacelles and the engines. And giving you some tips with colour there, obviously. And then it looks like you've got some locating pins there to put the tub of the cockpit inside. Then you close up the fuselage halves. And there it's saying here, marking option 3, filling the openings for guns. You can use our masks. So you can, so if you're doing option 3, which has no weaponry, I guess, you can use that to filling and then use the masks. So that's a nice little touch. And you can cut out the navigational lights and use the appropriate clear parts. So you can cut them out as well. Some nice little touches there. And then here you've got to remove blue marked parts. For this version here. Okay, interesting. Camouflage colour under the slots. And then you're building up again the it looks like those parts we put in it before are part of the undercarriage. So because this is for up or down, there you go, together. Are they giving you option for it to be up or down? I don't know, I'm just gonna have another look in a minute. But then you've got the doors there, and you've got some suspension joints there to go in, suspension rods. And there it's showing you the position of the wheels, so it's going to be slightly angled forwards. Okay, nice. And then got some nice CAD images on how it should look when it's installed. Great. Then you've got the canopy to put on, and there's a jig for undercarriage placement. And here it's giving you options here for the steel or wood, painting option 1, painting option 2. So I'm assuming that's weapons there, underside. Is that a weapon? Let me know in the comments what that is. Again, you've got your schemes here. So you've got like this mottle effect here, and there you go. You've got the forbidden symbol there, which is nice. Or, you know, is that, you know, coloured over, but you can use it if you so wish. Or you can put a black, spray up a black symbol there, you know, just to cover up what's really underneath. And then on this side, you've got the Czechoslovakian one. All told, looking like a very, very nice kit. I am going to have a quick look and see the downloaded 3D files for this one here. And so after downloading, I have basically a 3D file here of a cockpit, and it does look very, very nice. So in theory, you could just build this cockpit up as a 3D print, paint it, and then fit it into your 262 fuselage there. You can see the pedals there, it's got the belt, it's got the seat, it's got some detail with the cockpit display there, some parts on the side. So yeah, it does look very nice, and it's something that I've not seen before on a kit. But yeah, it's very, very impressive indeed. What can I say? Arma Hobby, you are spoiling us. This is Ferrero Rocher standards here, ladies and gentlemen. You have got masking set in this kit, cartograph decals, plastic that looks really good, parts laid out on the sprue, and it looks like in a methodic way. Instructions are up there, very good. I did find myself looking a little bit confused at some of the parts and the way it goes together, but also they've given you the option of a 3D printed part, an all-inclusive cockpit. Incredible, very, very nice. I can't believe it. You know, Arma Hobby, I think you've stepped outside the box here, most definitely, including a jig for you to put the undercarriage on or to display your model, keep it safe when you're transporting it around to model shows, etc. I think they've done a superb job here. But even better, I've seen them for sale, especially on the JADLAM website, for £25. 25 quid, 1/72 scale, up to date tooled ME262 from Arma Hobby. I think they've nailed it, especially with the masking set as well. And if you don't have a 3D printer, I'm pretty sure you know somebody in the foreseeable, or in your area I should say, that will be able to print this off for you for a couple of quid, or chuck them in a bottle of resin and say, keep that bottle for me because I've got more stuff to come. As I said, I think this kit's fantastic, good value for money, and I have had a quick look on people who have built this kit, because it's been released now for about 5 weeks, is it? 4 or 5 weeks. And some have said that they have there's a few issues with fitment of the nose, and somebody had a little problem with the wings coming together. But go looking on the website, on the forums, on Facebook, and just type in ME262 Arma Hobby, and there'll be people there who'll probably guide you, and there are better ways of putting this together. Also, to add those ball bearings for nose weight, another touch. Lots of extras in this kit. Well done. £25, easy money, and I'll leave a link in the description box below and in a comment where you can buy this kit. Anyways, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and ring that bell and click all. You'll be notified when I release a new video. And to subscribe to the channel is free. Also, if you can and you want to help me financially with this channel, you can become a channel member, like the folks on the screen now. And all you've got to do is click join and select which membership tier you so wish. And there are goodies, and there is a private live stream that I do, and I talk to and help other scale modelers. If you want to be part of that, please click join below. And that's it. Apart from, in one of the 4 corners will be a playlist or a video of other content on my channel. And if you'd like to go over there and watch that, I'll see you over there.